Okay. I think we're live. Just give me a second to set stuff up here and get things going. This is going to be a live stream about Kerbal Space Program and Minecraft and a bunch of silly, goofy things. Oh, that's a sheep that just walked across. Give me a sec to just reach out to everybody. And we will start this. Right. Yeah, we're going to be streaming this on YouTube and also on Discord. I will be taking comments and stuff, and we'll see what the hell happens. This should be fascinating. Yeah. Just give me a sec here to set this stuff up. Probably should have done all this before starting, but that's fine. Let's see, I need my YouTube live stream link. Oh, it's gone. It's gone forever. Give me one sec, still setting up. Sorry if you're watching this as a recording and not a live stream. If you're watching this as a live stream, I'm impressed because I didn't think anybody knew about this channel yet. So, neat. Trying to find my live stream link here so I can paste it. There it is. Great. Give me one sec. Sorry about this. I'm going to put this in a couple of channels here. And again, sorry if you're watching this right now and not watching it live. This is probably extremely boring. I would recommend you just go ahead and fast forward like 5 minutes. Just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Alright, here's how we're gonna do this. Alright, cool. Alright, so before we head to the spot here, oh man, my computer is chugging. This is the first time I'm doing this live stream. I have no idea what's going to happen, or if this works, or what's up. Just to give you an idea of the setup here, what you're looking at the screen, running Minecraft connected to a server running on this computer, on my laptop here. In the bottom left there, and also when I swap like this, you are watching a VNC session of Kerbal Space Program running on a different computer, a Linux box, that basically is something I can just control directly here, you know, doing different things and stuff like that. So the objective, what we're trying to do today, so, okay, we got one viewer. Hey, first viewer, great, awesome. While I sort of stall, I'll wait for a couple of people to join and see what's going on. And also, let me check on the chat here. There we go. Is basically what I've combined a whole bunch of different mods to do the following stuff. So it starts here in Kerbal Space Program. We'll go over to Mission Control over this direction. There's only one part of this that's not working that should be working. The rest we have to build. Basically, what's up here is this is a flight, a manual flight control that when I push stuff here, it changes in Kerbal Space Program. So for instance, if I go over here, I can turn on SAS, which is like stability support, RCS, which is, I forget what the hell RCS stands for. It's basically thrusters on the spacecraft. And if you notice in the bottom right corner, you see, let me swap it out for you real fast. If we open up Kerbal Space Program, keep your eye on this right here. So remember, this is running on a different computer in a different game. So basically, if I go into Minecraft, which you can see on the bottom left, and I flip this switch, you can see in Kerbal Space Program, the RCS toggle is going on and off, which is right there. And also in Kerbal Space Program, if you keep your eye right here on this SAS enable, you'll notice when I flip it in Minecraft, it toggles back and forth there as well. So basically, what I've got is I've got the controls rigged up here in Minecraft via... Here, I'll walk you through the whole thing, and then we'll do a demo flight. Basically, this is the plumbing underneath that basically routes all of the different control inputs to this flight control computer over here, which is a computer craft mod. This guy, which is outputting here, is taking all the different inputs and making HTTP requests. Oh, and I'm sorry, it seems like the screen is blinking. My VNC session is super strange. But basically, this right here, inputs received, get translated out via some code I wrote over here, which is this stuff. It's a Lua code and some other Lua code. This stuff's up on GitHub. And basically, this is going to do things like when... Let me see if I can find an example for you. When you push on the different attitude controls, so like pitch, yaw, roll, all that good stuff, it's going to look for particular wires coming in of particular colors from Minecraft. It'll build a vector and send it to via HTTP. It sends it over here to this mod on. It's called Telemachus. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This little part right here, basically, is a web browser controlled. You can use a web browser to control Kerbal Space Program here, and basically what will happen is you can basically remotely control this rocket from outside of Kerbal Space Program. So I'm sort of hijacking that to do it not from a browser but from a different HTTP client, which happens to be a Minecraft computer down here. And so just to kind of give you an idea of the whole thing, we'll go ahead and kick off demo flight. So basically watch down here. So we're going to start up our flight by turning on RCS. We'll make sure SAS is turned on as well. And I apologize, that Kerbal Space stream is kind of choppy because it's it's running. You're watching a video of a VNC session of it running on a different computer across the network, so it's nice and chopped out there. But okay, let's go ahead. We're going to go up to full throttle. We haven't started yet. Oh wait, no, full throttle's this way. Yeah, there we go. Now we're at full throttle. And so to kick everything off, we're going to click this, which is the equivalent of pushing the spacebar in the game. And here we go. We're now taking off. Oh, I'm pressing random things. Oh God, what have I done? We should. Oh God. Oh, everything's bad. No. Well, that's that was a great first start. I guess that's a very good Kerbal Space Program way to start the game here. Let's try that one more time. That should work better. I think I just randomly stepped on some inputs down here in Minecraft that just sent that thing careening to its death. Let's do it. Also, in the future, in the Minecraft window, if you notice, there's this big screen here. That's actually a web browser, and in the future, it will show Kerbal Space Program running in here. The only problem is the extension I'm using is kind of broke at the moment, but the author is working on fixing that. All right, so here we go. Launch attempt number 2. Throttle up. SAS and RCS on. Should see 2 lights there, I think. Oh, there we go. Cool, throttle's up. All right, let's do it. Let's run it. Here we go. So we'll hit the stage, not press any of these, and there we go. All right, we are slowly lifting off the ground. You're watching a Mercury Redstone rocket. So this was a replica over here of a real rocket. And here, I'm going to just do this so you can see this thing. And we'll do like one of these. This is a Kerbal Space Program mod of a real rocket that was actually launched by NASA in, I forget, the 60s. It is the Mercury Redstone rocket, and a tweet from Scott Manley issued the challenge of basically using a redstone computer in Minecraft to fly a Mercury. The name of the rocket is Mercury Redstone. That was a real rocket. So basically to use that to fly a real rocket in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so here I am. I'm manually controlling this. I apologize, we don't have any sound from Kerbal Space Program. This thing's sort of leaning to one side a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to step on this guy right here. This will be like yawing to the right. So here we go. Let's do that in just a sec. Oh, it was the wrong way. It's this one. We want this one. Oh man, I may have just. Oh, come on, get over there. Just thinking about it. I'm pushing this one, stomping on it. I might already be going a little too fast to course correct. There we go. Okay, all right, cool. Oh, we're sort of rolling off to the side here. I'll take it. It doesn't matter. This thing is not going to reach orbit. It's a suborbital rocket. Let's go ahead and oh man, everything is just going terribly wrong on this demo. Okay, all right, that's pretty good. We're aimed a little bit this way, which is what we want. Yeah, okay, that's great. So we're coming up on 16. We can start our gravity turn a little bit if we can even do that. So I will hit this. I think, oh god, oh geez. All right, cool. It's a little difficult to control this in Minecraft. In just a moment here, we're going to run out of liquid fuel in Kerbal Space Program. And basically we will have to launch the next stage. Oh man, are you serious? There we go. Okay. It is. Oh, it's trying to tip over. That's bad. Okay, come here. Come back. Oh man, everything is just not going very well today. These controls are super sensitive. I gotta dial these controls in a little bit. Also, we are just like rocking in the atmosphere here. Okay, all right, come back this way. There you go. Alright, it's pretty good. I think it'll... Oh, okay, we ran out of fuel, so now I'm in Minecraft. I gotta hit this button to drop the stage, so we do that. Just thinking about it. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm gonna adjust the camera here just a little so you can see that. We gotta hit it one more time to fire... actually, we don't want to fire the rocket. Yeah. We're pretty much past the point. Okay, so this thing's got this, like, escape module on top, so we'll fire that off real quick. I think that's what we want to do. No? Is it not working? There we go. Okay, cool. We've rejected that. We're going to prepare here in a moment for landing in the ocean. So we'll go ahead and turn the spacecraft a little bit. We'll try, I guess. I guess we can't do that. I guess I do not have... Yeah, okay, well. Huh. I don't have any kind of flight controls right now. I guess this particular mod does not have any kind of reaction wheels inside the capsule there. So yeah, that's fun. All right. So yeah, we'll give it a minute here. One of the other cool things I got the time warp functionality hooked up. So this would normally take a little while for the spacecraft to kind of fly, either to fall back enough. So we'll go ahead and turn the time warp on. And there we go. Now we're starting to fall. Okay, cool. This is going to be interesting. I need to turn this thing around so that I can fire the thrusters. Alright, I think we're just going to have to go ahead and do it so we're facing the right direction. Here we go. Oh man, would you? Oh my signals are not being routed. Let me reset the flight computer in Kerbal Space Program. This is not what I wanted to happen. I think we are probably going to die, if I had guessed. Something... Did I run out of electricity? Like, what is going on here? No, I'm good. This is really bad, because that's supposed to... So this booster here is supposed to slow us down as we're falling, so I need to shoot it in the direction against where we're falling. So we are now out of fuel. I don't think any of my controls are working in Kerbal Space Program. Well, this one was. It's so weird. RCS, oh, now I'm burning up in the atmosphere. That's cool. It's probably not going to slow down fast enough for my parachute to go, or I might burn up in the atmosphere too. I'm not sure. Let's find out. If I can possibly hit the stage button so we pop this parachute before death. It's going to be close. We're 20... Oh man. Oh, everything is... Okay, that's good. That's good. We slowed down enough. It's not how I wanted to do it, but maybe we can pop this parachute. Wait for that icon to not turn red. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah, we might make it. Okay, let's get a little... We'll get to like 5 kilometers and pop this thing just to be safe. I'm still losing speed. That's good. Alright, here we go. Ready? And pop. Bam! Cool. Nice! I still don't know why my control inputs were not being released, but it looks like we will survive this one in one piece. Alright, cool. So, that is... There we go. Okay, I'm just going to check real quick. Fires and missiles. Alright, cool, look at that. Alright, we survived this flight. That's pretty good. Yeah, so you can control any flight in Minecraft that you can control. It's a little squirrely, but also what's really interesting is this is actually fully multiplayer enabled, so I can have a bunch of people in this Minecraft server. Basically, each operating part of the spacecraft or something goofy like that. Alright, so while we wait for that to land, let's have a look at the internals real quick. So this is fully manual, right? This is me running around, hitting all the switches, you know, turning things on and off, and whatever. But I've got this other switch here, this manual versus autopilot. And what the idea behind this is, you saw that flight was pretty simple. It wasn't, I mean, it was a little bit of a disaster just because I'm streaming it across like 3 different computers. But what I want to do, and what I had kind of working and then I sort of destroyed it, so I'm going to rebuild it all from scratch, is to basically build a computer in Minecraft, or like a computer, not really a serious computer, just like a couple of logic gates and some other stuff, that can take input from Kerbal Space Program, such as your velocity, your height, other things like that, and then trigger different redstone inside of Minecraft, do some calculations, and then determine what button it should press. So the early version of this I was doing purely with stock parts, and that's this. This monstrosity is a 5-stage flight computer that handles a different parts of the ascent and like hitting different buttons in Kerbal Space Program. So basically, you would hit this button, and basically it would fly itself. And I got a different video up on YouTube that shows you some of that. And the challenge here was to do this all with just pure stock Minecraft stuff, no mods, no nothing crazy. But let's just check something real quick. Sorry. And this like, well, just about worked. It started getting really complicated. Basically, the heart of it is this down here. It's 2 bits. One is whether you've started a particular phase and ended a particular phase. Oh, and look at that, we've landed in Kerbal Space Program, so that's pretty awesome. And basically, these will get set and unset at the beginning of each phase. So like phase 1 is like hit the button to get off the launch pad. Phase 2 is like turn a little bit. Phase 3 is to drop the stage once you run out of fuel. Phase 4 would be basically to orient the spacecraft so it's going to fire as it moves downwards through the atmosphere. It fires at the correct time to slow itself down enough. And Phase 5 is to pop the parachute when it's a safe speed to do so. So basically, we need to know the speed, we need to know altitudes. It ultimately ends up being a pretty simple thing, but it's complicated to get it all working in sequence, and Minecraft Redstone is particularly finicky and takes forever to build. So like some structure like this is a D flip-flop here that holds 1 bit of memory, that's another bit of memory. All this black redstone stuff, this is reset lines. The clocks were down here. This was like a clock timing circuit. This was like making 3 different pulses at 3 different frequencies that were each twice as long as the previous ones. Over here is the switch yard. So basically, we have each of the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phases starting and stopping. Also down here, we had each of the 5 phases. Basically receiving input from the game about whether it was time to start or stop, and then basically fire up the next phase. And then over here, another switchyard that the different phase, like the different components of each phase of the flight would tell the computer, "Hey, I'm done. It is time to go to the next phase." Over here, this is an elaborate 4-bit counter. So basically, each of these is 1 byte of memory. They sort of compound against each other, and then up here is a. It's funny. This is just a 3-bit decoder, so it's 2 to the 3rd. It gives you 8 outputs here. So basically, each time it counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 6th one actually activates the reset, so it just goes back to 1. So it's not actually doing that. And then there's a bunch of it's not actually doing the full count. And then up here we have this sort of routing thing. It's been so long since it's been about a year since I played with this, so I'm a little fuzzy on where all the different pieces kind of come in. And the bottom line is you have these different phases, and this one got kind of cut off. But basically, when the computer will turn on a line and say, "Hey, I want stage 1 to be active, like phase 1 to be active," and then you would make it do things. So these are like, all these torches are, they're delays in the signal. So this one is going to turn on the autopilot, wait a second, hit SAS, hit the throttle, and then wait a second or 2, and then hit the spacebar to launch. And this guy would stay active for a little while. And these lines would all lead over here to this switch yard, which is basically all these different control inputs. And some of these blocks are now messed up. These were all wires that all got messed up in the import. But you're like, essentially you have yaw, roll, or these 2, pitch, like up and down, kind of like that. Your throttle for how fast you're going, the stage button for moving to the next stage on the rocket, SAS, and somewhere was RCS. And this stuff's kind of all been blown up and destroyed. So bottom line, this whole freaking huge contraption was all to drive the controls automatically. So you in Minecraft will push 1 button, and this thing would control the rocket in Kerbal Space Program in real time, receiving feedback data. So it's not really a computer as much as it's just sort of this automation that kind of is crazy and whatever. And basically, the other thing was in the old version of this. If we hop down here, essentially all these wires would come into this cable, like one of these cables, and what you're looking at here is this sort of 3-way multiplexer that switch upstairs that turns on the autopilot on or off, like manual controls on or autopilot on, would basically come in here, and these were the manual controls input, this was the autopilot input, and then basically this is a control signal that tells you whether the input is being passed to the output here for each of the 16 different colors of wires that are inside this thing. So if you know, basically it's like switching between these things for like autopilot. Anyway, this is kind of like in the weeds. It's little details here. And then basically what's up is that all worked, but I never quite finished it, and I kind of do want to finish it. But basically, using the stock redstone parts is huge. Like, you can see this thing is just freaking monstrous, and it's really difficult to debug, and it takes forever. So what I kind of wanted to do was build a version of this using the mods. We're going to revert this guy back to launch. There we go. I wanted to build this exact same thing, but with the mods for Minecraft that basically can do things like see, like each of these kind of things here. Like that's one wire, second wire, another wire, another wire. So it's like 5. You can see how much space this takes up. And I'm using a mod called Project Red, which is awesome. And basically what you can do is you can sort of bundle stuff together. So like here's what it looks like in Project Red. You have a bundle of cables, and then you can put out these different colors that do different things. So for instance, let's look at a comparison super quick. So this is a decoder that basically has 1, 2, 3 inputs, and then through a series of torches is going to affect these lines down here to turn one of these on at a time. It's basically a giant truth table. This is all like just ones and zeros. So basically this is what this contraption looks like, this big ass decoder in stock redstone. And if we go over here, here's what the same thing looks like with Project Red parts. They're much more compact, and you could probably even compact this down a lot further, but it's kind of cool that it's got this sort of decoder functionality built in. So yeah, so that's that bit, and that's sort of the like overview of what's actually going on. And all I'm going to do today is I'm going to attempt to replicate that computer. I mean, not even today, just like this is going to take forever. So I don't even know if I have enough time to do this. I gotta do some work and stuff here in a little while. I was just going to take like maybe an hour or two. All I'm going to do is attempt to replicate the functionality I had in this computer over here in a more compact form. I've started on some of that, so you've seen that decoder over there is this piece. All the black cables, this whole reset circuit, is this piece right here. This is the start of the first stage 1. Also over here, these are these four bits of memory. This is what it looks like in stock, and I'll show you what that looks like, the equivalent in the smaller version, which is this 1, 2, 3, 4. These are basically T flip-flops with a reset. And there's the clock over here. All that junk out there to generate pulses can be done with these mod parts, like, very simply. So that's basically the tour, and what I'm going to do is probably just like work on this and live stream it. So this may not be the most particularly exciting thing. Think of this as just digging into the Zen garden, and I just kind of wanted to like chronicle this so I could make some videos later about making different parts and stuff like that, and figure out how much time I'm wasting, I don't know, on doing this stuff. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to stop narrating as much and just kind of keep working on stuff. I see I've got 8 viewers, so thank you. It was very cool. And I'm just going to mess with this. Here we go. So, yesterday I was kind of working on all this routing. There's different, like, different pieces of it coming in here, and basically it's going to have this big switch yard of, like, different parts turning on and off different things. So really, it all kind of starts... The main control room for this whole thing is going to be down here for the automated part. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn on the autopilot. Yeah. So that transfers control over here. I'm just going to like close this VNC session for a minute because it's... There we go. That'll make the frame rate a little smoother, I think. This is a reset. So this will set our counter. So we have a counter that's counting up from 0 to 8. No, 16. 2 to the 4th. And I'm using the first 3 bits of that to drive this guy. And that's really weird. It should have reset that. Fascinating. I'm going to turn that off. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like live stream putting this together. If anybody has any questions, hit up in the Discord chat or also the yeah. I'm also just gonna like watch the YouTube chat or the Discord chat or whatever. So if you have any questions or you want to see anything weird built or anything, just let me know. Till then, I'm just gonna basically just play Minecraft. This may be rather boring to watch. I figure every time if I'm gonna do this, at least I'm gonna chronicle it because this project is just stupid. All right, so let's check our reset circuitry. I need this. So this guy is currently counting, so it's on 0, 1, 2. I need, when I hit this reset button, this guy to come down to reset. So that reset should fire off this at a high state, which it does. Comes over here, this should go down to those counters and reset them. And then this should change, and it's not, which is not good, because that was working yesterday. Let's go diagnose that. Why you do this to me? See, this should be off. Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's go debug it. Oh, you know why? I know why. It's probably... I probably ran that cable too long. So this is an interesting thing, right? If I click this, it tells me sort of the signal strength of the cable. So basically you can run these for a distance of 256 before they stop working. So I bet you somewhere around here is probably where it stops working. There's a way to get around that, which is stupid. And I can just put a repeater in there. I didn't realize that there were these limits, or else I probably would have done something a little different. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's see if that does the trick. I would probably moved everything a little closer if I'd have realized there were these distance limits. Whoops. Where's my... Alright, hold on. Over here. I'm gonna add a button. So even though we have that reset switch down there, it's a little far away, it's sort of inconvenient. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add one here. I don't need this side. Kill that side. No, it's not gonna work. How about here? Does that work? Nope, that doesn't work. Let's add one. Alright, screw it. I could probably just throw it here. Yeah, see if that does. If that red wire there fires off when I do this, which it does, cool. So this is our fake reset. Let's add a thing about that. Okay, now let's see if that did the trick. Ah, it still didn't do it. What is going on? Alright, let's try it one more time. Oh, that's... Well, I guess that's okay, actually. So that goes high. This comes over here. Okay, so one of the interesting things, this is when you hit the reset button, this is a timer that starts counting down. It'll hold this line high until the timer hits the end, and then it turns it back low. So let's mess with the timing here for a second. Let's just make this real long so we can see what's going on. So hit the button, pull out the multimeter, and you can see right here we got lots of signal strength. This guy goes down here. Let's check. Let's go back to this room. Don't need no ceilings. See our signal strength. So it should be holding this high, and it doesn't appear to be, which is problematic. Did this thing get come off? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it helps if you hook the wires up. Alright. What? Oh, wait. What? This whole thing got messed up. This chunk get blown up? That's so weird. Okay, well, let's build it. I'm using, there's these bundles each carry 16 redstone wires inside of them. And they themselves come in different colors, so you have so many options here for stuff. Okay, now that I know that distance is a factor, we're not going to do all this nonsense. So I was originally running it around to come back over this way, but since distance is now a factor, I will just go ahead. You know, this is probably what I was working on last night and then forgot to finish it or something. I don't know. So let's kill all this. Ain't got time for this. Redstone. Redstone. Let's fix that later. Fix it now. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this right here. Playing Minecraft is hard. And back up. So it helps when you're making circuits if you hook the wires up. That's good to know. Yeah, and this is really strange. I don't know. Did I just space out and forget to hook any of this up? It's crazy. I'm glad we noticed. Okay. Yeah, everything should be good then. Let's try it. So we got our line up here. We're showing a 2, and when I hit reset, I want to show a 0. So let's hit this button. Check it out. Oh, yeah, there it is, and it cycled back. So that's cool. Let's test that on each of those decoders. So here we go. So this switch is fake at the moment, and like some computer will eventually toggle this. So what happens? And actually, I'm gonna use a button for this. Every time you click this, it advances the count by 1. So basically, this wire goes back into that whole shebang over there. Oh, that's my cat. Yeah, and here we go. So basically, as I do this, pay attention over here. You will see whichever display is not lit up. So basically, this is deactivated, and then it goes to a NOT gate, and then it turns on a particular wire. So basically, as I click that button, we should turn this one on, and then sequentially move down the line here. And you will also see, if you look down here, whatever color these wires are, those are the inputs, the 3 bits of input. Those are 1s and 0s. All right, so here we go. Let's check it out. That works. Cool. That works. Awesome. That works. Very nice. That works. Now, what's really interesting too is at a certain point, I get to like 6. I think I put it on 6 right now. I think it's that pink wire right there. When it hits that pink wire, it'll actually hit the reset button for the whole circuit. Oh, there it is, and it goes right back to 0. And if you notice, I'm getting some weird propagation delay here, and that's because I have to like bring a clock into this to latch those inputs so they're sort of stable and they all hit at the same time. Or else you can get like 2 of them popping off at once, and it's going to be chaos and a nightmare to deal with. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is my clock line right here. You can see every time that fires off, that's sending a little pulse down this line, and this is where we're going to build the heart of this whole thing. Let's just test that our other stuff works. So I'm going to set this to a different wire. That should have worked. That is bad. Oh, right. That's because I forgot to turn my reset back, so it still thinks it's resetting. There, it just turned off. Let's set this back to like, I don't know, 10 second. Like, yeah. Like 5 is probably enough, honestly. I set this nice and high just so you can hold this reset line so everything has a chance to filter out. Unlike sort of modern computers where the speed for your circuitry is, you know, nanoseconds, this is several microseconds for anything to propagate, several ticks. So you have to like build everything to be able to deal with that. Okay, that's pretty cute right there. That's pretty nice. Let's turn all 3 of ours on here. Okay, so all three are on, and when I hit reset, I want to make sure all three go off. 1, 2, 3, all are off, back at 1, looking good. Cool, alright, so that all works. That's great. So we're counting down our phases here, that's good. Should I do the latch now? I'll do the latch later. Let me get away with it. Okay. So let's think about what we need to do here. Plan. Okay. Phase 1 is going to hit. Wow, this is super slow. Crazy. I don't know why. Alright. So, grab that. Alright, so we need to build our memory for the phase 1 start and stop. We need to build our switch yard for turning on and off phases. So basically it's to be like propagating whichever one is turned on. Yeah, there'll be 2 lines for have we started and have we finished. The have we started comes from the computer core. The have we finished comes from the phase circuitry. Then basically we're going to route that through the decoder. Yeah, so that basically we're routing the different signals from the different phases into the flight computer. Right, cool. This is the part where it's going to get a lot more like rambly and incoherent. I'm just trying to think of which part we should build first. Probably do need to put some latches on these guys. Yeah, alright, cool. Oh yeah, see, look, I even added a note for myself. Oh, is it cap break time? Is it time for a cap break? Come here, Angie. Come on. Hey, what's up? Look, I got this awesome cat. Whoa, whoa, hey, easy now. Alright. Cat break. Everybody loves cats. Yeah, this is Angie. She thinks she's a human. Right? Angie. Hey. You gonna talk? You gonna speak? You are a cat. Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna hold this cat, think about programming for a minute. This is how you do it professionally, I'm sure. You know? What's up? You are cute. Yeah. Alright, let's build some stuff. Thanks, Angie. You were very cute. Why don't you go sit on this chair? Great. Alright, let's just start. We're going to have to build these. So, we're going to have to build 2 memory cells, very much like the ones we had earlier. Let me look at my notes from yesterday on how to build these. Because these need resets as well. Actually, I mean, it's literally just going to be a copy of what we built over here. Let's have a look at that. Alright, we got a toggle latch. All that means is that if there's an input here, if there's a change here or here, they're the same input. So basically on either of those wires, if it goes high to low or low to high, this thing will change the output, so it toggles. It's basically like a memory. This stuff over here, so the black lines in this circuitry, these are always going to be reset. That's just a standard I'm using just to like keep it all straight. Everything else doesn't. Basically, oh, and by the way, the colors are just for humans to keep track of stuff. They're not. They don't affect the computation. And basically, you can use these bare wires, and if you put them all together, they will like. Here, I'll show you. Like, essentially, I can connect like-colored stuff together, but it won't bond with different colored stuff. However, if you take your bare wire, your alloy wire, it'll connect to anything except the bundled cable over there. But yeah, then basically I can change Like, these are all connected. So, basically, the colors don't matter, they're just for humans to keep track of. As many things in computers are. And I got the screwdriver to change things. So, we got our toggle latch, and we have this over here. This is the reset. So basically, if the reset line comes in, it's going to send a this is an AND gate, this is a NOT gate. So basically, it's if this input, I basically want when this goes on, I want all these to turn off. I want them to be zeros. So basically, if this guy is on, it's a 1, but this guy is off, then I don't want to toggle this input here because it will set it to a 1. I always want it to set it to a 0. So it's sort of like basically saying, when we reset, I want this thing to always be a 0. So they're basically 4 bits, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically this is a way to have, essentially to store 1 bit of memory. And if you recall, 8 bits is a byte. And basically what this will do, this is the exact circuit we want to build out there. So in that case, let's just do this. Do the lazy way. Wow, it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Ah! Oh man, everything is terrible. Hold on. New. There we go. Huh? What? Why is it doing that? Oh god! I did not mean to do that. Wow, everything is... I just destroyed... This video is going to be mostly me fumbling around in menus. Just disclaimer. Alright, let's put that back. Great, cool, awesome. Everything's cool. Oh, look at it. Toggle the next input by accident. Whatever, I can remember this, I think. I was trying to take a screenshot, but it is not letting me do that. I actually need to look into some mods for how to just like copy and paste some wires and stuff like that. Rectangular snip. Oh, I crashed the snipping program. No, I did not. Okay, I can't take a screenshot. It's a T with a NOT and an AND, right? Okay. Really, can I? I'm gonna forget this. I'm definitely gonna forget this in like 30 seconds. Hold on. Delay, no delay. Maybe I can just do like this, and then I can do like that. There we go. I think it's interacting badly with Twitch. Alright, here we go. We got it. We got it. Let's go build that exact same thing up here. I almost wonder if I can make a more compact version, too. Okay, we're making 2 variables. Is the state active, and is it done? The phase. Is the phase active? Each phase being phases of the flight computer. Alright, let's pull up. This is really cool. I just learned about this, this thing called toolbars in creative mode. So basically you can save whatever your inventory is at the bottom there. There it is. So if I press C and then like a slot number like 1 through 9, it'll save it there. So then I can recall it. So I can be like, recall me inventory set number 2. See, it all changed. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. It didn't save anything from last night. It seems to have a problem with the mods. It doesn't like when you exit and come back, it doesn't want to save all the mod stuff. That's a real shame. Anyway, whatever, we can save some tool sets here. So let's get us some gates. We need an AND gate. We need a NOT gate. Now, by the way, these mods right here. You can build these completely using custom, stock redstone, but like it's much more compact and easier to deal with in this particular mod. Now, the challenge I was issued by Scott Madley, the awesome YouTube streamer guy that basically taught the world how to play Kerbal Space Program, was to launch this rocket using only stock parts. So this isn't quite that. However, I figure if I do this, then I could slowly replace piece by piece with the stock parts. So this is a better way to like prototype it, which is insane. But also, I kind of just want to play around with this mod. So if I'm deviating a little from the path, you know, we know it does work. Let's see. Okay, what else? So we got that. We need a toggle. Here's our toggle. We need a screwdriver to change various bits of these gates. We need some black wire. We need, I don't know, let's do some light. Let's stick with the same. Yeah, this guy. And some orange? I don't know. Insulated. Oops. I swear it's so much time in menus. And some alloy, right? I think that's mostly what we need. I don't need a torch, but I could use a lever for testing. Okay, so let's save that as toolset number 2. So now I can pull up the original, I can pull up my new toolset. Yeah, okay, that's looking great. Let's do it. I hate blank canvases, I hate them. Alright, let's do it. Right here, I don't know, toggle, input, here's our dealie. Let's kill that. Oh, and there's something else. Well, here's this other thing. I got this micro mod thing where you can basically... Yeah, let's do it this way. You can put down these little strips that, like, protect parts of it. So, like, the wires won't cross when you do this. Which is kind of cool. Let's look at our screenshot, because I'm lazy. Here it is. We got 2 ends of the T. Right, okay, so there's a gate over here. There's our NOT gate. It's facing that direction. We've got our AND gate facing that direction. And basically this dude comes out like that. I'm gonna play with this. I think there's a better way to do these. There's a reset line. Oh, you can also stand them up vertical. Maybe I should do that. That was actually kind of cool. Whatever. Either way, it's fine. Put that in there. Now, see how it crosses there? We don't actually want that to happen, so I'll break it up with one of these guys. And we'll stick our... Yeah, and this is the output. So, yeah, it comes in here. So this side and this side are the same, like these wires are basically connected. So if either of those goes up, it turns on. So let's test that out. Let's grab our lever again. You know what? I'm going to need... Let's take that out for a moment. This is actually, this is a like input for the NOT and output, output, output. Likewise, this is 3 NAND, not NAND, 3 AND. It's a 3 input AND gate. Those are the 3 inputs from there, there, and there, output that way. But we actually don't want this output because it'll never be true. So you can use the screwdriver tool to disable, or rotate, but actually I want to disable that bottom one. So see how it went gray? So basically I got this is an input, that's an input, and these all need to be turned on in order for this to turn on. And once again, this is like, it's sort of a feedback loop. So the output comes here, merges with this AND gate, comes back here. So basically, it'll allow the reset to turn this to a 0 only if it's already a 1. If it's not already a 1, this AND gate will stop and the whole thing will work. So let's test it out. So we should be able to see. Oops, that's not what I want. This over there. And we should put our output here. Get like a lamp or something. Yeah, here, we'll grab one of these guys. And we'll have our reset up here as well. Okay, so reset's off. We can take this. Wait, this ain't gonna work. I need to do that. Yeah, cool. Great. Working great. So what's up here is that when it changes, when this thing goes to the left, it's back, my video is backwards. When it goes to the left, it's going to change the state of the output. When it goes off, nothing happens. When it comes back on, it'll it'll change it. So basically, it's sort of like doubling the, it's going for like half the frequency of the input signal here. And then if this thing is on, or regardless of what's going on over there, reset should kill it. I think I fucked it. What did I do? It is on. What did I do wrong there? Did I? That's on, that's on. Oh, this isn't on for some reason. Oh, that's on. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. What did I get wrong? I'm gonna check my other one. I haven't committed these to memory yet. Oh right, I need a. This is the inverted. No, it's not. Yeah, what did I do wrong here? Got a reset coming in. Computer. Off, off, off. That should turn it on, because that's on. Maybe I must have messed up the screwdriver. Oops. Is that an AND gate or an AND gate? Yeah, messed up into the wrong one. Come on. It's got a squiggly line through it. I always forget which one's which. Not, like, conceptually, but visually. That's not what I'm doing, I think. No, it's just a straight up AND gate. Still check what's going on here. I'm gonna kill that. Put you on here. I'm watching this little light over here. This should have no effect, which it's not. Oof, that is not what I wanted. Just doing this for some testing. Oh, right. Turn that on. That sets that light. Not. Oh, right. These are like inverted. They're inverted lamps. Yeah. Oh, so it's actually doing the right thing. I just screwed up and. Yeah, because these go to NOT gates, and then, you know what? That's so confusing, I'm going to just change that right now. Yeah, the reason I got myself confused is everything's operated invertedly, so I was using lamps that turn off when you give them power and on when you don't give them power. It's kind of the opposite from what you expect. So let's just fix these up, and I'll fix my other one up there. So this is actually wrong. These are not gates here. So, there we go. That's better. This is a more accurate picture of what's really going on. Kill those. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, I think that all makes a lot more sense. Let's try it out again. Here we go. Each one of those should be counting up in binary, which it is. Great. Just turn them all with less propagation delay. Wait, why did that? Oh, reset is on. Whoops. Should be off. Let's make sure this still works. Something is wrong over here. Oh no, it's not wrong over there. I'm thinking it's wrong, but it's actually the circuitry up there is hitting the reset line because I don't want it to count higher than 6 or 7 or whatever I set it to. So I'm just psyching myself out. This all works. Okay. Let's kill that. Kill that. Those are like our test points. We'll come back. Okay, so now... So actually, I want an inverted... Man, if everything's inverted, should it just not do it this way? Output goes to... Yeah, you know what? I should probably just kill both of these. Do it like this. I think that makes a lot more sense. And then I need to put the lamp back over here. Great. That's working. So now if I hit the reset button, I want to see that lamp go off, which it does. And if I do it again, I don't want to see any change. That's awesome. Turn the reset off. Go ahead and flip this guy, turns it on, turns it off, turn this line off, and then basically over here, if I hit reset, I want no action. Cool. So that works. I guess is there a, let's see if there is a more compact way to build this. Gotta not, if these two are connected, I should be able to do that. And that, which means I can move that whole unit a little closer, or potentially should be able to actually do it like that. Except I gotta put some insulation on this stuff. You know what, I'm going to just build another one, just to, like, not screw with this. Let's make sure this works. Yep. 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 Cool. Let's do this one. Oh, wait. Right. No effect. Turn on. Should reset. Resets. Great. Okay, so this thing works. I think we can definitely make this a lot more compact. Let's try that. Where's our toggle? We need a toggle. We'll make the second one more compact and then roll the design back this way. There we go. Here's our toggle. Oh, wrong way. Toggle. It's got the switch facing down. We've got our knot over here. Boop. Got our AND gate. So our AND gate is facing that way, so we could probably just redirect it into itself that way. There we go. We want to disable. Actually, we don't know if we need to disable anything. Let's do that. Here's our input. There's our output. There's a reset. Just to make it a little clearer. Input, output, and reset. Right? Nothing else, right? Because that orange is just internal. It's just that little piece on the corner. Oh man, if this is the new version, this would be awesome. Sorry, I had one. Whoops. And thank you, Silverware Games. What am I doing? Black insulated wire. Have that. I need a lever. Man, I wish this inventory was just a little bigger. The 8 slots is just not enough to work with. Okay, here we go. Pick that. Pretty good. That's all working nice so far. Check this guy. So this should have no effect. And then when this guy's on, this should reset it. Oh, right, I didn't change this. That's what I want. There it is. All right, cool. That is a much more compact version. Very cool. I almost wonder if I should go back and rebuild the other section. I don't think so. I wonder if I can. I guess I can't make it any more compact than this. Probably not. Okay, so we went from over there to over here to over here. It's pretty good. Alright, let's destroy all this crap. No one ever said it was going to be pretty. I could probably like stack these so I don't use as much space. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I will do that. I'll do it so at least you can walk around inside of here. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Great. That. Some stackable memory. It's kind of fun. Got an AND gate in there. which I need to disable that input. Nope. Just that one. Yep. Cool. Great. Reset. So there's another version of these wires that are these insulated framed wires, which are actually pretty cool. They're the same thing, just self-supported. It's actually kind of nice, so it's good for building stuff like this. Although in the dumbest possible way, let's do that a little better. Yeah. So I wonder if I could just do like this. That does not work. It's dicey. Let's not do that. Trying to see if that works. That does work. Great. Okay, if that works, then that means we can do that. How's that? Yep. Yep. Great. Okay, where's our T? There's our toggle. That guy. It's gotta be that. Yeah. Let's check that. We got our knots. That, our and. Good. That's all looking great. Oh, should have had some caffeine or something. Actually, I think I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. Let me just make that official. I recently found these in the closet. I don't know if this is any good, or I probably should open this over here. Seems highly under pressure. Hey, it still works. Great. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm going to save this on toolset 2. We'll move to toolset 3 and populate this with the right wires. That's going to be toolset 3. And toolset 4 will be these guys. Toolset 4. Okay, so toolset 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty good. Let's try, we'll do some bundled stuff here. So we'll do like white as an input and gray as an output. We'll do like color pairing. We'll try to establish that convention. And then we'll do like green. So I did it on the other side? Yeah, totally. And light green and dark green as a pairing as well. Dark green. Cool. And just because we can match the convention of the other one, let's do that. Actually, this is actually kind of silly, but it'll work. Come to think of it, I should have built that one up higher. Oh well, it's fine. Not what I wanted. Remember, we're building rockets. This is all about rockets. Let's take this out a little more. Okay, hold on. Rockets, rockets, rockets. Rockets. Just trying to see how compact we can make these, because the more compact, the better. We're gonna need a lot. Hey, cat, come on! What are you doing? Tearing up all my crap. Okay, cool. So here's the idea. We're going to basically make these different colors of cable, and then we're going to bundle them together with one of those big bundled cables. So the input and output of this whole thing will basically be 2 inputs, 2 outputs, and a reset line. Oh, shit, and probably a clock. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, I might have to end up rebuilding this. Whatever, it's fine. Right now, it's fine. We'll just do this till it's a problem, which it probably will be a problem soon. Okay, so here's our frame bundled cable. That's pretty fun. So we'll do one of those. That's not actually the one. Is that what I want? I don't know. You know what? Okay, here's how we'll do this. Angie. Look at this. Look at this cat. I got a cat here. Alright. That's pretty good. I like that. You know what? I think if I do this, we'll go a little further down under this. See, really, this isn't so much a live stream. This is just sort of an excuse to talk to myself. That's what's going on here. So, if anybody was confused. There's this other cool tool here called the Builder's Wand. This is another mod that just lets you, like, pop stuff like that. The only problem is you still have to delete everything by hand, so one misclick and you're in trouble. But it's fine. Ah, that works. That's great. That's pretty nice. Okay. It's pretty compact. One little memory cell there. We'll see if this holds up. And then we can just take it up here, do one of these, and one of these. That connects those two, and then we can just do great. Cool. Wow. Alright, that's pretty good. That replaces almost this entire purple island is all the machinery needed to do that. Like just these two. So we've massively made that much more compact. I think Silverware Games has left. My only viewer is gone, so it's just me talking to myself forever now in Minecraft. Let's do it. Oh, and he's back. Cool. Okay, so we built our thing. We have our inputs and outputs here on this cable. It's pretty cool. I think if we want to run a little bit of a test, just to test this whole system right here, we could turn the whole thing temporarily into a counter, which would be hilarious. So why not? So our two outputs are going to be green and silver, or purple, or no, light gray. And our inputs will be white and what's the other one? Light green. Okay. And what's funny about this is actually we can just turn this whole thing into a counter real quick by just connecting those two. Oops, nope. Connecting these two inputs together. Wait. No, we need to connect the input to the output. So I need... Oh, right, and these things aren't knots on the other side. I forget, I keep forgetting we had to invert them. Ugh, it's the worst. So technically we didn't build this right. Okay, back to the drawing board one more time. Basically, I need to put another NOT gate here, but that's kind of silly because I could probably just rotate each of these around a little bit more and turn them all... Yeah, okay, let's do one more iteration, just because this is going to be the foundational building blocks of like everything else in the game. We'll build it up one more time. I think we can still do it in 4 squares. Just need to rotate the machinery a little bit. So, one more time. We got toggle latch with the switch on the right. Yep. Now the NOT gate is the part that we need to put here. And this needs to just be a wire. And the AND gate comes in here with its input to that direction. Right, so still the output of the AND. We need our reset. Wire goes there. The output's still there. The true output is going to be this guy. The true input is going to be that guy. So same circuit, except we just tap in before this NOT happens. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Oh yeah, and I got to do the screwdriver on this guy. Turn off that. So yes, yes, there it is. Yep, yep. Okay, good. All that stuff is there. Okay, I think that's good, and the default state is that this thing is going to be... Whoops. Should be off by default. Or am I wrong about that? No, this is correct. Yeah, okay, that's its default state right there. So that means the output is off, however, our inputs are both on, which is good. Maybe. Actually, that may not work. I may have to invert the reset, but I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, forget this for the moment. What we care about is really this. Lever, where's my lever? There's my lever. That's working perfectly. So here's the real question. Ah, see, damn, yeah, that doesn't work. So when I hit, this is my input, so this should toggle the output over there, which is happening. When that's high, when I hit this, it should go low, but instead, now that I've switched the order of the reset, ah, man, that sucks. So I got a couple of options. One, no, I don't really have an option. No, this design's not going to work. Well, okay, basically they all work. They're doing the right logic, just not with... I'm trying to minimize the amount of gates that we need to use to make construction of these as simple and painless as possible. So this works fine as long as we put a NOT gate on the end of everything. So like right there, I need a NOT gate. Or like right there. We're going to take my truth tables back to the drawing board, which is also possible. My air conditioner singing to me? Yeah, weird. It's making all kinds of strange noises. Oh yeah, I forgot you can put things in your left and right hands in this game. I always need to remember to do that. Okay, I think we're just going to go with this, except we're going to invert the outputs. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. Rats. It just kind of sucks to do it twice. Hold on, I'm going to just sketch this out a little bit. I'm doing like these kind of truth table things here. All right. I'm going to say if our current thing is off and we get Angie. Kidding. Thinking about the different states here and what I want it to do, and I'm trying to figure out if I can use less gates or less space. This is maybe I should probably just throw the other not gate on here. It just seems like there should be a way to do it with like a NAND gate or something like that. Okay. These have to both be on for this to turn. That's odd. I can't click this. What's going on? My shift click does not seem to be working right now. Very strange. Oh. Having some sort of weird issue. That's odd. I think I'm probably going to call it here for today. This was fun, though. If I'm going to stream, I'm going to... Basically, if I'm going to do this project, I'm going to stream it. So, thanks for tuning in. I think we had one loyal user this whole time. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. Silverware Games. I actually don't know who that is. But, yeah, that's awesome. So thanks for joining in. Catch you around, and we'll do it again some other time. Peace.